Hi, my name's Sharon. I'm a midwife and a hypnobirth instructor, which basically means that I help pregnant women and their partners to prepare for labour and birth using relaxation techniques, among other things. I'm also a yoga teacher and a pregnancy yoga teacher. And it's my pleasure to have been asked by the Open University Students Association to make a short video looking at simple, quick and easy to use relaxation and breathing techniques that hopefully could be useful to you while you're studying. I know from my own personal experience, as someone who's done 2 teacher trainings in the last 5 years, that the pressure of deadlines of essays, coursework and exams, they can all be a little bit stress-inducing at times. So I'm hoping that you'll find something today that may be useful to you while you're studying, and hopefully afterwards too. We hold tension physically and mentally, so we're going to start by just using some simple movements to help release some tension, especially from the upper body, and then we'll go on to some breathing exercises, especially looking at deep breathing, and then going to do we'll end with a deep relaxation, but we'll do a shorter relaxation first. A progressive relaxation. So let's start by just making yourself comfortable. Everything can be done from sitting. So I think to start with, I'm just sitting in an ordinary upright chair. If you're sitting in a sofa, then avoid the temptation of slouching back and just collapsing. So have some pillows behind you, so that your spine can be supported, or just have a chair, or you could be sitting on the floor and perhaps be supported behind by the wall. So take a moment just to decide how you want to be, make yourself comfortable, and we'll just start by trying to release a little bit of tension from the neck. So just start by taking your gaze down towards the floor, so that you can feel at the back of the neck there's a slight lengthening out. And then take your gaze up towards the ceiling and where the wall meet, maybe, until you can feel a slight lengthening at the front of the throat. And just go between the two and just check in if you're breathing. It doesn't matter if you're breathing out as you look up and down as you breathe out, but just repeat this 2 or 3 times, gently lengthening out the front of the throat and the back of the neck. And then the next time that you're back at the middle, just pause, have a breath. And then we are going to sync the next movement with your breath. So let a breath come in. And as you breathe out, turn your head to the left. And just look over your shoulders. So just easing out the sides of the neck. But don't go so far. If you bump into any tension, ease off. On an in-breath, come back to the middle. And again, on an out-breath, just take your gaze over to the right. So easing out the neck. But if you bump into any tension, listen to your body, just ease off. So letting your breath come in. As you breathe out, going back again to the left. And just notice how far your gaze goes round. And again, going to the right. And just notice if it's different one side to the other. So again, we do that 3 times, so making this the last time. The breath come in, and as you breathe out, go to the right. And then next time you're back at the middle, just pause, and then we're going to take our right ear to our right shoulder. So taking care not to bring your shoulder up towards your ear, and then do the same the other side. So again, lengthening out the side of the neck, so the jaw, the neck, they're all places that we can hold tension. And just these little movements just can help just ease things out. So when we're studying, sitting at a desk, it's very easy to hold tension, and especially in our shoulders. So that's where we're going to move next, so down to your shoulders. So again, make sure you're sitting comfortably. Better to have your legs uncrossed if you can, have your feet on the floor so that you feel quite grounded. If you're a wheelchair user, if it's possible to have your feet on the footrests, then that would be good. And we're just going to bring your arms out to the side, and then if you can, bend your elbows and place your hands on your shoulders. Now, if for any reason you've got shoulder issues going on and it's not comfortable to do this, then don't, obviously. You could just do some shoulder rolls, so lifting your shoulders up, back and round and down. But if it's okay, just bring your arms out to the side, bend at the elbows and just place them on your shoulders. And imagine that you're doing the front crawl but with very short arms. So just bring one elbow forward and then the other, and just easing into the shoulders, just to warm up the shoulders and help release any tension. So just noticing how you feel, checking in how that is. And then you could reverse that, so almost like you're doing the back crawl. And with your sitting position, your pelvis is fairly fixed, so it's also mobilising your ribs, which will be good for the breathing exercises that we do in a little bit. So then let that go, and just maybe bring your shoulders, shrug your shoulders up to your ears and let that go. And again, and one more time. So sometimes we hold tension, we don't even know it's there until you let it go. So hopefully that's leaving your shoulders a little bit looser. We're going to do one more exercise, which is particularly useful if you find you've been working on an essay or a deadline, just want to release the upper body, the shoulders. This is a really nice thing to do. So I want you to take your arms out again to shoulder height. Just bring them around as though almost like you're going to give someone a big hug. And you're going to bring, it doesn't matter which arm's on top, one hand so that your hand rests on your ribs, side ribs, and the other hand will be on the top. So one's under your armpit, one's on the top. And just have a breath, let everything settle. And as you breathe in, if you're able to, close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Take your awareness as you breathe into the space between your shoulder blades, so this area here. Feel the broadness across your back, and as you're breathing in, feeling that area expanding, so your shoulder blades have moved away from your spine and out to the sides. And as you breathe out, allow your shoulders to settle away from your ears. And just have a few breaths there, letting everything settle. Now, if you find that your elbows are fairly over one another, you could go on a little bit more into what we call eagle arms by bringing your back of your hands together. And the hand that's underneath, just see, is it possible to bring the palms round towards one another? If it puts a lot of stress on your shoulders, don't do it, back off. You could just ease off, just stay here or here, you get the same benefits. But if it feels comfortable to do, you could just do this. It's called eagle arms. But again, it's really good for releasing. So allow yourself to have a few breaths. Shoulders settling away from your ears. You could do that only for a few breaths or a bit longer, but it's really lovely for getting rid of any upper body tension. So let's just do the other side so we even up. So whichever arm you had on top, you can do the other one. If you can't remember, fold your arms in the most usual way and then fold them again. So you've got the other arm on top. And again, just have a few breaths, shoulders settling. Using your breath as you're breathing in, feeling the space behind, so you're broadening wide across the back, releasing tension, shoulders settling. So using your in-breath to find width, broadness, noticing your breath as you're breathing in, as you're breathing out. Shoulders settling away from your ears. And decide whether you want to stay here, or if it feels comfortable, you might want to just bring the back of your hands together. That does increase the stretch. And then maybe if it's possible, can the bottom hand come loosely? You're not straining to get anywhere, but if it feels comfortable, you could go on. Just have a few breaths letting your shoulders settle. Lovely, well done. So come out when you're ready and just give your shoulders a little circle and just let go. Just hopefully we feel a little bit more comfortable and able to sit more quietly. So we're going to be looking at breathing next, some of the breathing techniques. So let's start by just focusing in with a little bit of breath awareness. So I'd like you to bring your, doesn't matter which hand, but one hand to rest lightly on your chest and one hand on your belly. Hopefully you can see that. And just want you to, if you feel comfortable to do that, just close your eyes and just let your awareness go towards your breathing. So you're not changing anything, you're just noticing. So notice the warmth of your hands and just notice how your body is responding to your breath. So breathing in and breathing out. Notice the rate of your breathing. How fast is it? How deep is it? And also, what's the quality of your breath? Is it smooth? Is it a little bit raggy? Again, you're just not changing anything, just noticing how it is today for you now. And then just let that go, bring your hands down and just rest. Now, before we go on to the deep breathing exercises, I'm just going to say a little bit about the breath. Well, I'm a great fan of breathing, as I'm sure you all are, but deep breathing, there's a lot to be said. Just for even as little as 2 minutes of deep breathing can completely change everything. If you're feeling quite stressed and anxious about an essay that you've got due in, or maybe there's an exam coming up and you're finding it hard to focus, finding a place where you can sit quietly and just take 2 minutes, or if you've got longer, brilliant, but as little as 2 minutes will actually really help. Breathing is something that happens automatically in our body, but it's also something that we can influence. And we know that when we're stressed and a little bit anxious about things, our breathing changes. It becomes a little faster, as does your heart rate. You might feel a little bit sweaty and clammy, if we're going around feeling anxious all the time. And that's because we are producing a hormone, all the stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline. So they affect our breathing and our heart rate. Now that was the stress response that we have in our body. That was designed millennia ago to keep us safe. But with modern living, where everything's always happening so fast and there's always something to be done, sometimes we can go around with quite, low levels or even high levels of stress, which don't make us feel particularly good, can, actually get in the way of us studying because it's harder to focus. So if you are able to take time out and do some deep breathing, that can completely change the response in the body. So our nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, when we're a bit stressed, the sympathetic system produces this adrenaline and everything. Now, in order to avoid triggering that or to get out of that, if we do some deep breathing, then it will produce our helpful hormones, endorphins, which are our feel-good hormones, and oxytocin, which is something we produce all the time. It's a feel-good hormone. When we're feeling calm and confident, we produce that. And helpful for studying and remembering things. So when we take deep breaths, and it's for 2 minutes, there's enough evidence to show us that this will send enough messages back from the body to the brain and to the primal part of our brain that governs these responses. And then that would help the adrenaline to lower and the other helpful hormones to be produced, which is a good thing. So let's go on and do a little bit of deep breathing together. Now, you might want to change your position at any point during this, just, change your position. But it's all done from sitting. When we do the relaxation at the end, you probably will change your position. Now, again, you could, if it helps you to focus on your breath, you might want to have a hand on your chest or a hand on your belly, or you might want to just place your hands, have them soft and open, have your jaw soft. Now, I'm going to talk about breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. But if you don't find that comfortable and it causes you, to feel stressed or it doesn't work, then don't do it that way. Do it in through your nose and out through your nose. But the idea is that we're going to be deepening and lengthening the in-breath and the out-breath, but encouraging the out-breath to be longer than the in-breath. And I'm going to give us a few different choices of, we all respond to different things. So I'm going to give an image. Some people like to count. So we'll go along and you can choose, take what works for you or speaks to you and use that. And hopefully something will. So I'm just going to rest my hands on my legs and make sure you've not got your feet, legs crossed, and you can have your feet so you're grounded. And hopefully your neck feels quite settled on the top of your spine now. If you're leaning against a wall, avoid the temptation to lean your head back. Just find a place where your head is just settled nicely on top. If you can close your eyes, that's helpful because it helps you take your awareness to your breath. If that feels tricky, just don't worry. Do what feels right. So in your own time, just again, settling your awareness on your natural, easy rhythm. So you might want to start like this, just to tune in again. Noticing the rise and fall. So as you're breathing in, you might notice your chest rising and your belly falling back. And in a minute, I'm going to ask you to take a breath in through your nose and to blow out through a soft, open mouth. So it'll be but do it in a way that's comfortable for you. Don't try to take a really big in-breath too soon. It will just make you feel short of breath. It will have the opposite effect. So let's start together and carry on at your own pace. So let a breath come in and breathing out through a soft, open mouth. Lovely. Now carry on breathing in that way. And maybe it's helpful to focus on how the in-breath feels as it comes in, as the air is slightly cooler as it comes in, and warmer as you breathe out through your mouth. Or you might like to add a count. So a slow count as you breathe in, maybe it is 3, 1, 2, 3. And as you breathe out, perhaps it's 1, 2, 3, 4, could be 5. But just encourage that out breath to be longer than the in breath. So breathing in deeply and slowly and breathing out slow, smooth breaths. Don't force anything. Everybody's count's going to be slightly different. So just see how that goes, adding a count to your in-breath and to your out-breath. And just see, is it possible to make the out-breath longer than the in-breath? And when you're blowing out through a soft, open mouth, jaws relaxed, face relaxed. Now if that's not working for you, or you want to try another image, as you're breathing in, just allow the breath to come in naturally, slowing it, deepening it as you can. But as you blow out, imagine you've got a candle in the distance. Just try to visualize a candle, and as you're blowing out, you're going to make the flame flicker a little bit. You're not going to blow it out, not like a birthday candle, like that. It's long, slow, smooth out breath. So just making that candle in the distance flicker. And just see if the gentle image helps lengthen the out breath. I'm just going to carry on breathing in that way if it's comfortable. If at any time it feels like it's causing more stress than anything, just let it go and go back to your normal breathing pattern. Otherwise, continue to breathe for a couple more cycles, in through your nose and out through your mouth if that's comfortable, or out through your nose if that feels better. So then let this last breath go and just allow your breath to settle back to your normal, easy breathing, your natural rhythm. But take a moment to just notice how you feel before you do anything. And you may find that you feel a bit lightheaded because that happens sometimes when we're quite lazy breathers. So when we actually do breathe a little bit more deeply, you can feel a little bit lightheaded the first couple of times. And also you might feel a little bit calmer because the evidence and the research is there for calm breathing, that it will help us reduce our blood pressure, reduce our heart rate, slowing your breathing down, quietens your mind. And the breath is like the link between your body and your mind. I love a bit of breathing. I'm sure we all do every day. But breathing, deep breathing, because you don't need any equipment. It's with you all the time. I've used it for years. As you go into any exam, I'll take a couple of quiet minutes, go off to one side, and literally 2 minutes of deep breathing. I promise you, it can help turn that around. A little bit of adrenaline can be good sometimes, but you don't want to be, flooded with it because it's not helpful, doesn't feel nice. So hopefully there'll be one way of practicing that will feel good for you. Okay, so we're going to do another relaxation technique. This time we're using our breath to help release tension from different parts of the body. So it can be a really quick way of releasing tension, hopefully. So I'm going to add a number to different parts of the body. So number 5 will be your head, number 4 your shoulders and chest, number 3 your belly, number 2 your thighs, number 1 your lower legs and feet. So we're going to do it together with one breath for each area. So I'll talk you through it. So actually you can put your hands on your head if you want to. So bring your hands to your head and let a breath come in. 5, and as you breathe out, relax your face, your head, using the out breath to release your brow, smooth brow, soft jaw. Bring your hands down to your shoulders and let a breath come in. 4, as you breathe out, releasing, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Hands to your belly, number 3, breathing in. As you breathe out, release, relax your belly. 2, place your hands on your thighs, letting the breath come in. As you breathe out, release, relax that area. Allow your hands to slide down to your lower legs, let a breath come in. And as you breathe out, release, relax your legs and your feet. So you could do it with a breath for each area, but let's just try one really quick body scan. So the more you practice this, the better you get at it. So what we're going to do is let a breath come in, and as you breathe out, I'll just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can just imagine that 5, your head is relaxing, 4, your shoulders, 3, your belly, 2, your thighs, 1, your lower legs. So let's try that. We'll do 3 breaths like that. So let a breath come in. As you breathe out, 5, relax your head and face, 4, your shoulders, 3, your belly, 2, your legs and thighs and lower legs, sorry. And then let's do that again. So when you're ready, let a breath come in. As you breathe out, 5, relax your head and face, 4, your shoulders, 3, your belly, 2, your thighs, 1, lower legs and feet. Let your breath come back to normal. And then when you're ready, we'll do it one more time. Let a breath come in. As you breathe out, relax your head. 5, 4, your shoulders, 3, your belly, 2, your thighs, 1, your lower legs and feet. Just let it go. Be limp. Let your whole body be limp. So it seems a bit complex when you first try it, but if you practice that, that's just a quick way of just checking, because we don't actually always know when we're holding tension in our body, especially around the jaw, the shoulders, the hips. They're areas that we naturally hold on to, especially when you're studying and the shoulders are a specific place. So hopefully that's a simple technique that you can use at different times if you feel you're getting a bit tight across the upper body. So we're coming to the last part now, and I'd like to invite you to join me for a progressive relaxation guided meditation. Now, this is the time to go and make yourself comfortable. If you've got a lovely sofa that you can lay down on, or a comfortable chair. If you're staying sitting, I'd suggest having a cushion behind your head so your head's supported. Otherwise, it could put strain on the neck if it's falling forward or back. Or you might want to put cushions on the floor and make yourself comfortable there, or even against the wall with cushions underneath and behind you. Now, while you're deciding how you want to be and making yourself comfortable, I'm going to go and put some quiet music on. It might actually be quite nice as well to dim the lights and draw the blinds or curtains. It just makes it easier for you to relax and let go. I'm going to put my glasses on now, otherwise I won't be able to read it to you. So hopefully you found a position that you're feeling comfortable in. It's probably about 12 to 14 minutes long, so hopefully you're all nice and comfy now. So take a couple of nice deep breaths, and when you're ready, you can allow your eyes to gently close. As you breathe in deeply and exhale slowly, you can allow yourself to relax. Breathing in deeply and exhaling slowly. And as you breathe out, you can allow your body to release, relax, just let go. And as you begin to relax, you may become more aware of the things around you, the sounds in the room, the sounds outside the room. Just allow all of these sounds to take you further and further into relaxation. You may also become more aware of your thoughts, things that you need to do. But just take these few minutes for yourself now and allow your thoughts to drift in and out of your mind easily. And if any thoughts keep coming back into your mind, put them in a bubble and allow them to float away, just for now. And as you listen to the sound of my voice and allow yourself to drift further and further into relaxation, you can allow yourself to focus on what's important: peace, calm, and relaxation. Turning your attention to your head for a moment, allow a feeling of relaxation to develop in your head and face. Imagine the muscles of your scalp relaxing. Just by wanting it to happen, it can happen. Allow that feeling of relaxation to flow into your facial muscles now, relaxing your forehead, your eyebrows, and all the tiny muscles around your eyes. Relaxing your cheeks, relaxing your ears, relaxing your mouth and your jaw, relaxing your tongue. You can allow this feeling of relaxation to flow down your neck, relaxing your neck and throat, flowing into your shoulders now, releasing, relaxing, just let go. You can allow a lovely warm feeling to flow with this feeling of relaxation, softening and relaxing all of your muscles. And you can be interested to know whether this feeling of relaxation will move quickly or slowly down the arms, all the way down now, right the way down to the very tips of your fingers. Soft, warm, gentle relaxation. Release, relax, just let go. And allow that feeling to flow down your back, releasing, relaxing the muscles on either side of your spine, relaxing your chest, and allowing that feeling to flow down into your torso now. Relaxing your stomach, release, relax, just let go. Now allow that feeling to flow through the pelvis and your hips and into your legs. Relaxing your legs, your thighs and your shins. And you can allow a feeling of heaviness to develop in your legs. The heavier they become, the more relaxed you feel. And the more relaxed you feel, the heavier they can become, allowing you to sink further and further into relaxation. Now you can stay in this feeling of relaxation as long as you want, resting in this space where time means nothing. An hour seems like a minute, and a minute is just a blink. Rest in this space. Relax, relax, relax. Now in a moment, I'm going to begin to relax you further. I'm going to begin counting backwards from 10 to 1. When I say number 10, you can imagine in your mind's eye that you are standing at the top of a flight of 10 stairs. As I say each number, you will simply move down those stairs, relaxing more and more completely. At the bottom of the stairs is a path, which you can walk along easily, calmly and comfortably. Even though you can't see what's ahead of you along the path or around the corner, you can be confident in your own ability and stay relaxed, calm and comfortable. When I say the number 1, you will step onto the path and take the first step of your journey. During this time, if you notice anyone touch you or move you, this will just allow you to relax even more, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. So breathe in deeply and we can begin. 10. At the top of the stairs, you're relaxing and letting go. 10. 9. Becoming more relaxed. Release, relax, just let go. 9. 8. Sinking into a more comfortable, peaceful and relaxed position. You may notice sounds around you. Simply allow these sounds to take you further and further into relaxation, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. 10, 9, 8, 7, way down now, 7, 6, 5, that's fine, you're doing perfectly, deeper and deeper, 4, 3, 2, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed, 5, down and down, 4, 3, 2, way down now, 3, 2, and on number 1, simply sink into a more comfortable, calm, peaceful and relaxed position. 3, 2, and 1, way down. That's fine. You're doing perfectly. Now walk along the path and take yourself to a beautiful place in nature and relax. Provide yourself with everything you need to relax. A big squashy sofa, a hammock, or even a feather bed. Make the temperature just right for you. Relax in this place and know that every time you come back here, you can relax more deeply and more easily than before. Just by focusing on this place and taking a couple of deep breaths, you can be transported into this feeling of relaxation. If you notice any sounds around you, or if anyone moves or touches you, this will just allow you to relax even more, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. Now you can stay in this feeling of relaxation as long as you want, resting in this space where time means nothing. An hour seems like a minute is just a blink. Rest in this space. Relax, relax, relax. And in a moment, it will be time to come back into the room, feeling confident and relaxed, knowing that each time you do this, you will find it easier and easier to relax. Now count from 1 to 5. 1, beginning to become more aware of your surroundings. 2, 3, eyelids feeling lighter. 4, begin to move your hands and feet. 5, eyes open, coming back into the room, feeling great, relaxed and confident. So I'm just going to give you a moment while you come round. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And I'd like to say a special thanks to Sandra Hanford from Hypnobirth Midwives UK, who kindly allowed me to use the progressive relaxation script She's also said that we can send it on to you as a handout so that you could use it in the future if you wanted to. I'm hoping that there was something in today that you found useful or will find useful as you go through your studies. I love the deep breathing. It's just so quick and easy to use and is really, really effective. Also, the small movements that we did at the beginning of the class, the beginning of the video, they can be really invaluable if you're writing an essay and things. Anyway, it just remains for me to wish you the very, very best of luck with your studies, and thank you for watching. Good luck.